Hi everybody, Gary Hydrick here for your weekly fishing forecast. Kind of rough weather this past week again. Seems like we had a lot of southeast winds, east winds, but this weekend really looks good. Today, not bad. Tomorrow's going to be even better. And Sunday, maybe some thunderstorms and showers, but boy, overall looks good for the upcoming weekend. We hope you can get out and get bit. I do want to tip my hat to Ryan Arliss. He's fishing Lake Kincaid the other day up in Illinois and caught this monster 4-pound, 8-ounce crappie. Boy, that's a big fish. I've been lucky in my life. I've caught a lot of threes, 3.5 maybe, but I've never ever even seen a 4-pound crappie, let alone a 4.5-pound fish. Ryan was fishing Lake Kincaid, like I said, and using a Strike King swimming jig to pick up this monster fish. Wow! And the lakes are up a little bit, but I still do want to warn you, there's some stumps out there that would love to grab your lower unit. I just want to throw this in, a quick reminder, because I talked to a guy the other day that was running the James River and got a little bit too close to the bluff or something, and a stump was just barely under the water. It's going to end up costing him about $2 grand to get that fixed. But look at this picture. I thought I'd show you this photo because here, this old boy is running down the lake and left his whole lower unit, his prop and his lower unit stuck on that stump. Isn't that a fun photo? Wow. And there's a big bass tournament on Table Rock this upcoming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's a big bass tournament, and whoever catches the largest bass in 2 days, either Saturday or Sunday, is going to walk away with about a $40,000 brand new nitro boat. Wow. And they're giving over $100,000 worth of prizes. So what happens, whoever catches just one lucky cast, that big bass of the 2 days wins that boat. But every hour they're giving away like $1,000 for first prize. And it goes, I think they give away 7 prizes, cash prizes every hour. They weigh in. So if you catch a fish, run it into Long Creek Marina, and Bass Pro's Long Creek Marina. They had their weigh-in right there. We fished it last year. Brandon and I just had a ball. So it's a great tournament. Looks like the weather's going to be cooperating, especially on Saturday. A little iffy on Sunday. But boy, you have any lucky cast. One cast could win the big, big dollars for you. Now, it's $160 for both days if you want to fish Saturday and Sunday. Now, if you just want to fish one day, Saturday or Sunday, it's $110, I believe. So get out there and get involved in this big bass tournament. It's going to be a hoot, and there's going to be a lot of boats out on the water this weekend. I think last year there was like 500 or 600 boats out there. So you can pick up your friend, but whoever's fishing in the boat with you must be registered. Now you can register tonight at Long Creek Marina, Bass Pro's Long Creek Marina. Register tonight, and you got till 6 o'clock. I think it starts at 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock, so you still have time to get in this. Now we're going to get to the fishing reports. Had a lot of people asking me about crappie. Some of the water's dirtied up a little bit. You're going to have to slow your presentation down. Some people like to go to a jig and minnow at this time when that water's off color. And so either way, if you're a good jig fisherman, get some color out there. I'd suggest a red or a pink head with a chartreuse body. 16th ounce will work. Pitch it up. There's still some fish cruising that bank. And a lot of the fish are still kind of staging in the mouth of the coves. And so, like I said last week, I wouldn't go way back at the end of the coves. I would go about a third of the way back and just kind of work it back and forth. And if you're not finding anything on the bank, find yourself some good structure. Get in there with a jig and maybe fish 15 feet of water. You find a brush pile or around some stumps or trees. You can catch some fish this upcoming weekend. Look at this crappie that my buddy Brandon caught last week while we were out. Brandon caught several real nice crappie last week while he was here, and so you can too. Bass fishing on Table Rock, several things going on. I really recommend a gray grub right now. The gray grub slow rolling around some of the docks and off the points and secondary points. The bass are staging. A lot of the males are getting up there. You can use your wiggle warts. I like the crawdad pattern. And you know, I was up, take a look at this. I was up yesterday. I went up to Cape Fear area just to look at the water, because I've heard reports it's very, very dirty. But the water that I've seen here, you're taking a look at it right now at the Cape Fear Bridge and back in the Cape Fear Marina area, wasn't too bad. It's fishable. And I would go to a spinnerbait, folks. When that off-colored, I love the gold blade. I like the chartreuse and white skirt with a gold, at least one of the blades gold, and I like to use a little bit bigger blades because you need that vibration. They may not be able to see that bait real good. So it's good spinnerbait looking water in some areas where it's off-colored, a little dirty. Go to that spinnerbait. Slow roll it. I don't think you have to work it real fast. You know, last week on the Pete Winter Show, Pete is a great fisherman, and he has a wonderful YouTube fishing report every week. He told me something the other day that's so much true. Brandon and I are out crappie fishing and bass fishing, and we've seen some fish breaking a little bit. I told Brandon that, boy, I wish I would have brought my spooks, because this time of the year they're not going to chase a bait on top water. But if you see a bass come up and boil, and we've seen two dandies, go to the spooks and just work it real, real slow, just to antagonize that bass. And you might be able to catch yourself a big fish. So I would rig up an extra rod in the boat, the swim baits right now. And that would work too. If you see a big bass come up and go back down, if they don't touch the spook, get this on about a 1/4 ounce jig head, and this swim bait is really good. Pitch it out, count it down to about 5, and just slow roll it back to the boat. I love the swim baits this time of the year. And they're working around the docks too. They're working swim baits around the docks at Table Rock and also over at Bull Shoals, and they're picking up some fish on jigs, of course. The black and blue jig with your favorite trail can work around the docks. And so a lot of things happening out at Bull Shoals and Table Rock. Both patterns are working real good. But that spinnerbait ought to be good this weekend, and also the swim baits. Really look at that. And they're on the second points and the secondary points, and a lot of these are male fish staging up. So get ready to get bit this weekend. I hope you do well. And you people fishing that big tournament this weekend, the best of luck to you. And we'll go over to Lake Taneycomo right now. A lot of fish being caught out there, folks. A lot of fish are being caught on Taneycomo right now. They have been generating a little bit of water, maybe in the mid-morning areas, but they have caught a lot of limits out there the last few days. If you want to go trout fishing this weekend, I would strongly recommend it. They're using a variety of baits. They're using the pink power worms, drift fishing it, and some people have been using night crawlers, and you can inject those with a little bit of air to get them up off the bottom. Small spinners are still working real good. And so try Taneycomo this weekend for trout. I could just about say it's excellent out there. It's really good right now. Subscribe. It's free. Not going to cost you a penny. And it helps us out. We're a new show just getting started here. So we'd love to have your subscriptions. And like I say, it's absolutely free. And also, we want you to like and share. And if you'd like to send us a photo of that catch this weekend, go to fishingchums@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Joel, I want to say howdy, Joel. Met Joel a couple of weeks ago. He was watching the show, and he's never ever used a gray grub. And he had a little local bass fishing tournament, and he started using that gray grub, slow rolling it. Ended up winning that little club tournament. God bless you, Joel. Thanks for watching. That's it for today. We want to thank you very much. Be sure to tell your friends about our show. We're having a lot of fun, and more fun coming your way. Happy outdoors, everyone. Get out and get bit this weekend.